It's time for our next guests, who hail from Cavan and Monaghan and whose borderline brilliance has been taking the world of comedy by storm. She is our second Kayleigh of the night, who's been blowing up with her lip-syncing genius on TikTok and Insta. And he is an instant favourite with Irish comedy audiences, whose latest stand-up tour is called Shy Talker, which, if it's said quick enough, also describes the host of this show. Would you please welcome Kayleigh Trappe and Kevin McGahern? What is the crack, guys? The crack is good. The crack is good. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Cavan and beside each other.
Yeah, the Border Boys.
Yeah, the Border Boys. We're all there. And obviously, I've got a job to do this weekend on Sunday.
You're the Grand Marshal.
I am the Grand Marshal.
Big
Flash.
Responsibility.
It is a big responsibility.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, you have no idea how surprised they're going to be when I come down O'Connell Street with a sash and a bowler hat on me. That's
too soon,
first and last time. You've been a Grand Marshal before, haven't you?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to brag, but I was the Grand Marshal of the Cavan parade last year.
There we go. Yeah.
But I mean, it's very, very different. Oh, there we go. There we.
Yeah.
There, if you actually, that's a cropped photo, but underneath it, you could actually see that car was not taxed or insured in any way. Very different vibe. Like, you're missing out on the small town Paddy's Day parade. Give us a shout. Who's from outside Dublin here? Yeah. Like, the majority of the audience, we know what it's like to have the small town Irish parade. It's always, no matter where you're from in Ireland, it's exactly the same. There's always a flatbed truck with about 5 girls doing Irish dancing, and they are miserable. They look like they're dancing against their will for a sultan. Then there's like a fat child dressed as St. Patrick on a tractor lawnmower dragging like a plastic trailer filled with rubber snakes for the symbolism, I suppose.
Then the lower the budget, the better the parade.
Oh, yeah.
The lower the budget.
It wouldn't be of the Dublin budget now.
No, but I mean, like, you've had a few floats in your time, yeah? In Monaghan.
My highlights are the times that I haven't been in the parade. My lowlights are the times that I was part of the parade.
OK.
I was partial to an Irish float now back in the day. A moving float.
Yes.
I tried my hand at line dancing.
Was this? OK.
No, I did that too. We were talking about this before. We were doing line dancing, but I was part of the comedy part, and it was the jumbo breakfast roll, and I was the fried egg.
Brilliant.
Right.
I was carrying a bit of timber at the time, so I had to load on the timber. I was at the bottom, and it was the 2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 rasher, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white, and I had to, on a moving float.
You were fried egg. That's very Mass Singer.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
The funny float is the best float.
Yeah.
Though. Like, they don't do it in Dublin. The funny float is usually like a moment from like the news or culture. So last year it was Enoch Burke standing outside. Every float in the country had Enoch Burke standing outside school. It was an Enocalypse. It was Burkaki, Paddy.
What's it going to be this year?
My predictions for this year, OK, there's going to definitely be something to do with the Cork meth bust. So maybe like Breaking Bad with Cork jerseys. Maybe Ryan Tubridy getting on like a celebrity coffin ship going over to London.
Yes.
I think the 100% we're going to see naked Barry Keoghan's digging graves with his own shovel. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants to see that. Oh, okay, Kayleigh does want to see that.
It really depends on who they get to do it, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there's going to be a lot of Americans coming in to Dublin for this parade. The difference between the Americans and Irish, I know you feel quite strongly on this. Kevin, what are the main differences?
Yeah, they are a different breed. They move a lot quicker than us. Like, especially talking to American audiences, you know, say like, oh, when did you get married? And they're like, well, I met Brad in January, and we were engaged by June, and then by July we got married, and then by September we had 4 kids, and that blows Irish people's mind. In Ireland, we like to test drive the car for a good 12 to 15 years, to the point where nobody else really wants that car anymore. You have driven the shit out of that car. pretending you own it, you haven't signed any papers whatsoever, and you're just treating it like your own car.
It's speaking from experience. Then.
No, well, I was about 8 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time enough.
But it was a good, reliable car.
It was a good reliable car.
My wife is not going to like me comparing her to a car.
No, but it's out there now. That's good. Don't worry, we'll edit that out, Kevin.
Don't
worry.
This isn't live.
No, this isn't
okay.
live. We got to talk about the lip syncing and how this is just taken off. Like,
pure madness is what it is.
Pure madness. We're going to show a little clip first. Tell us what this clip is. Is this
the Nadine Coyle one?
I think this is
yes. This is the jury. So Nadine originated with Flyer, and then she progressed into the Isle Passport, folks. We all know the 15th of the 6th. Yeah. God, it'll haunt us every year on the 15th of the 6th since I've started.
Yes.
I have been reminded. Kayleigh, by the way, it's the 15th of the 6th. Just go and do that video again there. It's like a constant. So Nadine is my
go-to.
My go-to dairy girl.
It's a classic. Let's have a look at this.
I'm Coyle. I'm from Larkill and Derry. Date of birth 15th of the 6th, 85. Me a Gemini. And what date of birth did I say now? 15th of the 6th.
We asked you yesterday your date of birth.
I give you the wrong date of birth.
Are you sure?
Aye.
Definitely. What is it?
I think 15th of the 6th, 87 or something. I thought.
No, you said 85. Which means that you wouldn't be 18.
I would be 16.
Yeah.
So,
God help her. God help her.
God help her.
Yeah, but look at where it got her, in fairness.
And look at where it got you. Look at where it got. So you've got loads of celebrity fans as well. Well,
if you will.
I think you do. So like, what's?
It's got a good reception. Obviously, one of my main things with it is that I want to make sure I don't ever offend anyone. So when the likes of Vogue Williams and Joanne McNally and Peter Crouch are sneaking into the DMs telling you they enjoy it, it's great. Well, now, Peter Crouch, I was out for a walk. I listened to Peter Crouch and Abby Clancy's podcast. I don't know if anybody here does, but I was out walking one day, and next thing, all I heard was Abby going, "Do you know that girl who does the memes?" And I was like, and then Peter was like, "Oh yeah, she can piss off." And I was like, he's like, "It's quite derogatory, isn't it?" He's like, "But I love it." And I was like, "You're just saying that, Peter, but okay." So they enjoy them.
But that's how you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it easier to do Irish people? Is it easier to do English people? Because I know, Kevin, you think that Irish people only have how many phrases?
No, well, I mean,
for everything.
Yeah, like we're renowned for like great conversationalists, but you can get through any conversation in Ireland with 4 stock phrases. It's like, "Sure, look at you know yourself, go on, I'll let you go." Like, honestly, it's a very, very small vocabulary.
So that works for any question?
You can get through anything, yeah.
So what do you think of the Kate Middleton photograph?
Sure, look at Paddy. Not to be telling tales outside of school, but it's hard to know. But you know yourself. Anyway, listen, I'll let you go, go on. Like, you can zip through anything.
Fair point.
It is.
That's how he greeted me earlier, actually.
It's a fair point. The brilliant thing about what you do is that I don't know how you do it. Now, I should know how you do it.
Yes.
And whenever Kayleigh does her stuff and I'm watching the video and I'm thinking, is the words off to the side and you're reading it off to the side, and because you put it on the internet, there's maybe like 20, 30, 40 takes? How does it work?
People think it comes down to the script. That's kind of what lip syncing originated as, but no, it's all about the mouthisms and getting the mannerisms. For example, on your debut,
yes,
I was watching on telly, and you don't watch telly the same anymore. You watch it with a purpose now. I'm like waiting. So earlier on, I was watching Tommy Bowen and Donegal. I was like, "Come on, say something controversial now. Give me my next clip." And then Tommy started singing. I was like, "That's the one." But with you, I was watching you, and my dad was like, my dad looked over, and I started being like this, and Dad was like, You're trying to figure out Patrick Keelty's face, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, just give me 1 wee second there." And I started going on, and you look a lot out to the audience and you say, "Yeah, a lot." And Dad was like, "Well," I was like, "Have it." And then I did it the next day.
You did the next day. It was brilliant. The most embarrassing thing about it was that you used the exact same wig for me as you used for Louis Walsh, and it worked. That was...
People say I look like Louis Walsh, so I don't know what's worse there, really, to be honest.
I don't know what's worse. So it's not something you could you do it live? I mean, if we put you on the spot tonight, is that something you could...
I'd try my hand at it.
Yeah?
You know, pressure. It's not like I'm in front of the whole nation here.
OK, so
One chance live.
So we've nothing on auto cue. There's no cue cards here. So what's your most watched clip?
It is, my brother's in the audience tonight, it is the Ace Ventura clip with Jim Carrey.
And Simon Callow.
Yes.
OK.
And he's basically going bonkers. And my brother was the victim the last time, but I feel like Patrick might be a good victim this time. Are you up for the task?
OK, I'm up for the task. Shall we do this? Will we see if we can do this live? OK, so
my goodness.
I'll come forward. You want me here?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Wherever I'm comfortable.
I'm OK to make contact here and look you deeply in the eyes and everything's good?
Yes, I think so. So I'll be Simon Callow. You are Jim Carrey. This is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yeah.
And... action.
I thought you'd never ask. The day I met you, there was a white substance on your shoe that I mistook for plaster. Yesterday, I saw the same white substance outside the hut where the bat was kept, and suddenly it hit me. The great white bat has great white guano. That's what you slipped in. That's what was on your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. Let me run that back for you. Smutney, that's what you slipped in. That's what was on your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. Damn, I'm good! Can you feel that? Huh? Can you feel it, Captain Compost? The day of redemption is at hand! Repent, and thou shalt be saved.
Wow. There you
We're
go.
still friends.
We're still friends. We are still friends. Give it up one more time for Kevin. Give it up for Kayleigh. There we go.